Okay, this is max subarray in Ruby, and basically we're given an array of integers called nums, and then we want to find the contiguous subarray containing at least one number which has the largest sum and return its sum. A subarray is a contiguous part of an array, meaning a part that's strung up together, one after the next. So it can't be values all across the array. They have to be all up next to each other like this. 4, -2, -1. I'm sorry, 4, -1, 2, and 1. And that sum is the largest sum, which is 6. Same thing goes for a single element in the array. And same thing goes for if the entire element added up is the max. So for this, you can go through the array one by one, each element, and have a max sum variable that's just recording the max sum ever seen. And then you can have a current sum variable that's as you're going along, every num, you're adding up, you're incrementing this current sum, and that's kind of taking record of which contiguous part you're looking at. And you're going to want to avoid negative sums. If you ever run into a negative sum where you start seeing, okay, your current sum is just in negative, forget about what you've seen previously, toss it and toss that current sum, and then set that back to 0, and let's start fresh, start over again. And then as you go along all the way, every time you iterate every number, then you want to have a max check. Is max less than current sum? Or is this new current sum greater than the max that we've recorded? If so, then replace that max to be this current sum, because that's the new max. And then when you get to the end of it, you just return that max sum. So I'll start off with max sum is equal to, let's just set it to the first element in the array to begin with, and then cur sum, which is our current sum, that's going to be equal to 0 to begin with. And then we could do nums.each with index in Ruby. So we could take every element, the num and the index that we're currently at. We're going to be wanting to we want to increment our current sum with every num we come across. And then we want to check if cur sum is greater than max sum, then we want to replace it. Max sum is equal to cur sum. Now, and then at the end of it, we want to just return max sum. But if we ever run into our current sum it just turned negative after doing this, because like the current number we're looking at turned our current sum negative. We don't want that. We don't want everything that came previously before that. We're just going to toss it and start fresh, basically. So we do if cur sum is less than 0, then, and cur sum is equal to 0. We're going to start fresh, brand new, and then increment onwards. So I think this solution should get us our max sum. And now if you want to actually return the array, the subarray, that's responsible for being the largest sum, we could just keep track of its left and right pointers and return that sliced version afterwards. So I'm going to have a left index is equal to 0, right index is equal to nums.length minus 1. And so every time we reset our current sum to be 0 because we hit a negative sum and we just wanted to start fresh, that's when we should update our left index to be equal to the index, because as we're going along, if we run into a negative sum, vacate it, set it back to 0, let's start fresh, left index, let's just start it from right here. Let's stake a stake right here and then keep going forward, and we'll see what happens from here. But forget everything in the past, in the past previously. And then right index right here should be set to the index, because if we run into a new current sum, like a new world record, then stake the right side of it, and let's keep track of this right window. So then we've kind of got a window, a subarray right here. That of course could be overwritten if we do keep going and there's more numbers right here, and then if sum turns into negative, let's just start again. You never know, like maybe the last sum wasn't the biggest one, so let's just start again and then go about it again. But now I just want to print it out. Nums.slice and Ruby, slice in Ruby takes the left index as the starting index, and then I believe it takes the amount of elements after the start index, from the start index, which I think is different from the slice in JavaScript, which is inclusive, exclusive indexes, I think. But anyways, so I'm going to do some math right here. Right index the right index plus 1, which I think will get us our index. So if left index were 3, and then right index were 6, what I'm asking is 6 plus 1, 7. I want to do 7 minus 3 left index, which makes 4. So then from right here, from index 3, we'll just grab 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that's what I want from it. There you go, it works. I'm gonna write print, so it's all printed out in one line. And that works for this one. Let's just try it on that test case just to make sure that it prints out all these 5 numbers, and it does. Submit just to see if it still works. And there you go.